All right, welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever part of the continents you are joining tonight's program. Welcome to COPDEM People's Parliament. We'll be having a number of socio-political issues as affect the Nigerian people. I remain your host, Mr. Ako Christian Ocha, otherwise known as G Process. It's a pleasure to have you join us on Zoom to have the conversation tonight. Welcome, Mr. Harry, and other participants that have joined us via Zoom. It's my pleasure to have you being part of tonight's program. Before we go into public engagement on this subject matter, essentially we are focusing on Mr. Peter Obi's declaration. You understand, you saw the viral live stream where Mr. Peter Obi formally declared his entrance to the ADC. As a matter of fact, the Okute that he is, he did not just join alone, rather he collapsed the entire political structures of the southeastern region. As a matter of fact, beyond the southeastern region, there were people from the southwestern part of the country that were in attendance. There were people from the northern part of the country that were in attendance. Of course, there are people from the Middle Belgian region that are also in attendance. This shows the political weight that have landed in the ADC formally. And setting the record straight, Mr. Peter Obi clarified that he is not new to the ADC coalition. As a matter of fact, he's a founding member of the coalition. And he also personally contributed towards the activities of the ADC coalition. It's just to set the record straight, such that some are already painting the picture as if he's just joining the coalition. Today is when he ratified his official membership of the coalition. But before now, he has been part of the ADC coalition. I hope that answers a lot of questions that may be coming on. And of course, the event was so colorful, where we had the entire southeastern ABGA structure collapsed into the ADC. PDP structures, senators, all joined Mr. Peter Obi into the ADC. As a matter of fact, it is right to say in the southeastern part of Nigeria currently, there is only one party, the African Democratic Congress. So before we proceed into tonight's edition, I'll be taking us through the topic of discussion that we have for today. Number one in the list is unity and prosperity. That's the message of Mr. Peter. Very simple, straight on. He understands that Nigerians have suffered enough. So to achieve the political pathway towards rescuing the country, you understand there must be unity, right? You understand that different tongues, different tribes, different religion, different region, different ideologies must all come together in unified voice in order to terminate the shenanigans of the APC. And of course, he also spoke about prosperity, right? Having to bring about unity of purpose that will set prosperity in motion. With the belief that Nigeria is too blessed to be poor. And the situation in the country is so devastating that there is urgent need for prosperity of the people of Nigeria. So these are where he centered his campaign, his official declaration as he joined the ADC. He was very clear about it. Peter Obi collapsed all southeastern opposition parties into the ADC, calls for united opposition against APC supporters. And he said this is just the beginning. As a matter of fact, he's calling on NNPP and all other political parties, everybody should collapse into the ADC in order to rescue Nigeria from the cancer of the APC. And of course, number two on the item, we'll be looking at the timing. This is credited to the incoming AMAC chairman in person of Dr. Moses Mo, Dr. Moses Paul, who has made a very critical statement. I saw it and I brought it to public notice. A time is coming very soon when Nigerians will reject politics of money, religion, tribe, and instead embrace progressive thinking and a new mindset that truly drives change. This is credited to Dr. Moses Paul. He just released the tweet today. So you see, the narrative is beginning to change. The confidence of those who believe in the struggle is beginning to get emboldened, that Nigeria cannot afford to continue in this line of retrogression, in this line of money politics, in this line of religious politics, voting for persons on virtue of the religious practice that they had heard. That does not help the country. And that's why we have to shift from this basis into, putting credibility of the individual into perspective, the character of the individual into perspective, and what does the individual have to offer in terms of capacity. So this should form the front burner of decision making towards election or electing new leaders across political spectrum. Number 3, Anthony Joshua promised never to return to Nigeria because of the ghastly motor accident that he had. Of course, it's tragic. He lost 2 allies in that very, very tragic events that took place along Ibadan-Lagos Expressway. And what made him to make that comment, never to return to Nigeria, was that when he gained consciousness, he realized that there was no ambulance, there was no first aid box, there was no first aid facilities. The police neither had the first aid facilities, neither the road safety. They all even arrived late, right? And bloods were just gushing. So this made him frustrated and he vowed never to return to Nigeria. The question that bothers the mind of many, and I in particular, is that the same Anthony Joshua has been gallivanting around the Aso Rock, the seat of power. What has been his engagement all along? What has it been? What discussion has he had with the man sitting in Aso Rock in terms of providing basic amenities for the people of this country? It's not enough to just go to Aso Rock and for the picture ops, taking pictures here and there, aligning with the sitting president. He has never been seen to speak truth to power, demanding for quality social amenities for the Nigerian people. Because he never saw it coming, that the day is coming when Nigeria may eventually happen to him. It's sad that it happened this way. But of course, it's a glaring reminder on each and every one of us that are still living to take the bull by its horn. Sitting on the fence never makes a society get better. We must all jump from our convenient spots and get involved towards the Rescue Nigeria mission. In 2025, it is very, very disgraceful that the Nigerian police does not have first aid box. The road safety does not have first aid box. Neither do they have ambulance. If they don't have vehicular ambulance, how can we even ever dream of air ambulances? That is how retrogressive the country has been. And nobody really saw anything wrong about it, because we kept on moving on. We kept moving on, even when everything is deteriorating. Nigerians keep moving on. Even when 500, 200 are kidnapped, Nigerians keep moving on. That's why things keep getting worse. That being said, all the way from Kano, there have been political uncertainty surrounding the seat of power in Kano State. where the sitting governor has been pressurizing Kwankwaso to move into the APC. And Kwankwaso has insisted that he will continue to remain in the NNP and that nobody betrays him and survive the next election. So that's the situation. And what are we saying? Now that all opposition figures are coming together to rescue the country, there is nothing wrong if Kwankwaso joins this opposition, joins the ADC coalition. There is no anything he has been able to achieve politically by standing alone. It takes united force to work together and rescue Nigeria. Let us put the interests of the country first. And he should ensure that it's part of the coalition in order to rescue Nigeria. So that being said about Kano State, Zamfara and Sokoto airstrike. There have been massive airstrike at the terrorist enclave that have rendered the terrorists so destroyed beyond imagination. And Gumi, as you all know him, has been crying to the international community that they should call on Trump to stop violating the Nigerian sovereignty, that he should stop dropping bombs on Nigerian territory. Whereas Nigerians, the suffering masses who are victims of terrorism, are applauding and praising Trump for his intervention in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, there has been a viral video where communities in Sokoto that have been under terrorist stronghold for the past 10 years are applauding President Donald Trump for the intervention because they saw how the terrorists were wiped out and those who survived it took to their heels. That is what it should be. And that costs again, what has been the impact, the use of the Super Tucanos that were acquired by the APC-led government since 2015 until this point? What are their use? Have the Nigerian military, the Nigerian Air Force utilized these facilities to wipe out terrorists in Nigeria? Of course, your guess is as good as mine. And that's why we're calling on the international community, particularly the President of the United States of America, to intervene in Nigeria and end all forms of genocide, terrorism, and insecurity that is bedeviling the growth and development of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the participatory aspect of this program. If you are available on this program, please feel free to take part in it. Let's get involved and discuss it. What's your reaction to Mr. Peter Obi's official declaration into the ADC? Want to get your reaction? Please unmute and speak. And welcome to People's Parliament. Mr. Henry, are you available to speak at this point? Mr. Henry, are you available?
Yeah, not really to speak, but to ask a question, which some people have already asked or asked on their side. Is there any reason why I think he wasn't there in the declaration today? As his being there would have sent a strong message of unity, because there's this still belief that I think is still bent on contesting for the presidency in the next election cycle, 2027.
Yes, the point is that Atiku is a member of the ADC as it is, and is not in the official position to welcome anyone joining the party. But of course, if he has assumed the position of the leader of the party, he should be on ground to welcome Mr. Peter Obi and his entourage into the party, into the ADC party. But he being probably for reason best known to him, he decided to stay away from the ADC coalition. But you saw the national chairman of the ADC and all his appointees, and I mean all the ADC officials, national and states, across the southeastern region, they were all on ground. And I believe that is more paramount. Mr. Henry, I hope I respond to your question.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well articulated. Thanks.
So, do you have any other further question?
None for now. I'd rather listen to other people share their opinion as well.
Okay. Please feel free to ask your question. Let us engage. Mr. P2B has declared his intention. He has said it very loud and clear. He is now in the ADC to rescue Nigeria. Let us have your contribution.
Good evening, distinguished gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. It's like I joined a bit late, and if I don't know if I really understand most everything, but I just queue just to listen. But nevertheless, I want to really ask here. This our political group here, is this still meant for P2B, or is it still for another DC or coalition I'm hearing? I'm not carried very well. I don't understand, because I think from the initial it was because of P2B matter. So you guys should just please clarify me, because please. Thanks.
Okay, respect to COPDEM. Yeah. Are you asking in respect to COPDEM?
No, I'm asking yes, in respect of this this meeting now.
Okay. This is a regular podcast organized by COPDEM Media TV. It runs every month from Mondays to Friday by 7 p.m. There is always People's Parliament, where we discuss trending national issues, be it political, be it social, be it religious, whatever issues that affect the Nigerian people, we bring it up for discussion on this program. But for today, being that there was official declaration by His Excellency Mr. P2B into the ADC. Of course, it formed basis for our discussion today. Having discussed a number of other issues that transpired over the last few hours, we now concentrate in deliberating around the declaration of Mr. P2B and highlighting some of the major statements that were credited to him. So that's the essence of today's program. It's not a meeting per se, it is People's Parliament, where people have opportunity to have engagement, to have discussion around their matters bothering the country.
Okay, so that means the party of Labour is no more existing, so he's now officially in ADC. That's what you're trying to let me know here now.
No, Labour cannot be stopped from existing. As a matter of fact, the governor of Abia State said he remains in Labour Party and he wished Mr. P2B well in the ADC, right? So that's what it is. We are only, our emphasis now, our focus, of course, we are aware that COPDEM has joined the ADC. That's the way forward. And all supporters are encouraged to join the ADC at this initial stage. You don't wait until when the entire house is built up for you before you come and look for space. Because Nigeria as it is now, all hands must be on deck. Did I respond to your question well, sir? And for your information, in case you are not aware, COPDEM started the coalition of the ADC. As a matter of fact, COPDEM is the first group that officially visited the ADC National Secretariat at Area 2, had a formal MOU agreement with the ADC, and have since mobilized her members across the country into the ADC. So as I speak to you, there are COPDEM members that are in the ADC at the state level, at the local government level, at the ward level, and even at the polling unit level. We have members spread across ADC nationwide. As a matter of fact, COPDEM procured 20,000 membership cards of the ADC since last 6 months ago. So that shows you how COPDEM has been committed to this coalition and has brought about the credibility that ADC enjoyed to the point that personalities like Mr. Peter Obi deem it fit to join the ADC coalition. So essentially, the ADC coalition is to bring about a new Nigeria, to provide a platform for the opposition to come together and be able to state the way forward towards the Rescue Nigeria mantra, because we cannot all continue to pretend that all is well. And talking about the Labour Party, like you highlighted, of course, Mr. Bidobi was very clear about it, that the political uneasy that both PDP and the Labour Party are going through is the handwork of the ruling party. They want to collapse the entire Nigeria into one-party state. So oppositions must come together to ensure that we're able to use our unified force to push out APC. When APC is gone and gone for good, yes, opposition parties cannot thrive in their respective parties. And even there could be even more political parties just for democracy to thrive. But for now, for the urgency of the moment, all opposition parties must come together in order to push the ADC that is causing havoc across Nigeria. I hope that clarifies your question, sir. Mr. Solomon.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay. Yeah, that clarify. I'm okay. It's all right. No problem.
Okay.
And
you see,
yeah,
even during the program, you see, Rohine have been very long-standing ABGA member.
okay.
He followed Mr. Peter Obi to the ADC, as well as all the senators representing Labour Party and PDP, ABGA, YPP, they all collapsed into the ADC today. So
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So, do you have any other further question you would like to ask, and from which part of the states you are joining us from?
Yeah, actually, I'm in Anambra State in Ekwusigo local government, also precisely in a community.
Okay. You could see lately, Anambra State, we have established structure in Anambra State for COPDEM and for ADC. So feel free to be part of it, and let's collectively rescue Nigeria from the current quagmire that we are facing, because it's uneasy, it's very, very challenging. You saw some of the highlights of Mr. Peter Obi's speech, where he highlighted the graving damages that APC party have done to Nigeria. This was not where it was.
No, he's doing no. Sure. Yeah, because the APC they have done the worst ever. It's all right. So how do you? I think we have to look another avenue to sensitize more publicity on people to turn up on this, which is so that people will be following very well. No, I don't know. People, I don't think the turn up in this meeting is not encouraged that way. I don't know. Maybe if it is the way you guys are doing this meeting, because I'm surprised when I'm going through. I just observe the link, so I look at the time. I just say, let me try. So I think we need to do more things that will make people to be followed. Yeah.
We are
Because
on it, and we've been trying all we can. As a matter of fact, we've just formalized the setting up of COPDEM Media TV, and you are encouraged to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So
okay.
it's a gradual thing, and Nigerians, we are the most docile people.
Yeah.
Nigerians are always enjoying themselves, as
Sure.
if maybe tomorrow is assured. You see what happened to Anthony Joshua. He never really imagined that a day will come where that would have happened to him. He never imagined it. If he had imagined it, he would have been advocating for good governance. He would have been advocating for government providing ambulances, providing basic health facilities. But he was carried away by the comfort of time, right? So may Nigeria never happen to us, but while we are alive, we should try as much as possible to contribute our quota so that we can defeat a country that is worthy to the next generation. What we have currently, we cannot bequeath it to the next generation because it's all destruction. Imagine it takes the intervention of another sitting president in another country to come and fight terrorism in Nigeria. Yet we
Yes,
have
sir.
a government. We have people that they have expended $1.13 billion for 2024 budget alone. Not the entire national budget, but just for Nigerian security architecture. Yet, what is the impact? Life is about results. People are doing a thing and you are not getting the results. You need to change strategy. The Nigerian Security Commission have not changed strategy. It is as a result of the cry of the Christian genocide that led to the change of the military hierarchies in Nigeria. Otherwise, all along, it has been business as usual.
Sure.
So we must get involved because we never really know when Nigeria will happen to us. We
It is
never
well.
really know. Nobody knows. It may be tonight, it may be tomorrow.
Yeah.
We need a country that functions, a country where institutions are meant to work. Take, for
Sure.
instance, the allocation that's supposed to provide medical facilities is being supported by one individual and nothing will happen. That's the kind of country we are living. I heard a story lately whereby the national hospital is just getting the name National Hospital. We no more have National Hospital because a friend lost his younger brother. And in less than 30 minutes, he has been evacuated to the mortuary. And they were asked to pay 3,050,000. This is a Muslim friend. You know, Muslims, they don't keep their corpse in the mortuary. They like burying them immediately. And they were forced to start begging to raise funds to pay and retrieve their corpse to go and proceed for the burial. That is how bad Nigeria has happened to them. It can happen to anyone. And that is why we have to take it as a national responsibility, as a personal responsibility to contribute our quota towards the Rescue Nigeria mantra. We have been on this since 2023 when the election was stolen. And we failed to come together and have a unified front to continue to speak truth to power. That's why we are here So our program is not dependent on the crowd that attends. It's just live to be able to speak truth to the government. So we'll continue to speak truth to power and ensure, sorry, I had to mute you because of the sound. We'll continue to speak truth to power and ensure that Nigeria is rescued at long last, no matter how difficult it may be. You agree with me that the purchasing power of Nigerians have been reduced. How many people today can even afford data to join live programs like this on Zoom? So those are the factors. We understand our people have been impoverished, and that fuels our determination to continue in this drive towards sensitizing the Nigerian masses. NTA will not carry the reality of Nigerian news. Rather, they will carry what the government allowed them to air. So we as people must be able to ensure that platforms like this are given the adequate support in order to be able to succeed. We are not asking for too much. Just subscribe to the channel and be part of COPDEM. When you are part of COPDEM, collectively we are already driving towards the Rescue Nigeria activities. So get involved. Also get involved in the ADC. Pick up your cards. Become official member from your ward. If you are confused around where your ward is, you can visit the ADC office in your state. If there are no existing ward, you'll be made the ward chairman to go ahead and organize your ward. So everyone must see it as a personal responsibility to get involved and contribute our quota. So gentlemen, thank you for staying true and being part of tonight's program. We officially, as COPDEM, welcome Mr. P2B, for formally joining and declaring his intention in the ADC. We understand he has been part of it from day one. He has attended several meetings underground, and now he has made it official. So we call on all Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, young, old, women, artisans, youths, everyone pick up a card of the ADC, register, and if you don't have a PV, and bye-bye. I remain your host, Mr. Ako, for staying with us, and God bless you. Remember to subscribe to COPDEM YouTube channel. Please subscribe and be part of it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.